What's going on, guys? I'm here with a follow-up video for the Mako V4. I had a few days to flip it, so I'm definitely out of the honeymoon phase with it now, and I feel like I can accurately kind of talk about it. And I first want to say I definitely appreciate all the comments that I got on my previous video about this. I thought that was really cool, and I'm going to address some of those comments in this video. And the way I'm going to do this review is not talking about the good and then the bad, but I'm just going to talk about the piece like as a whole. And I'm going to start with the handles. Now the handles, as you probably already know, channel design looks really cool. You will hear this, and they do mention that on the website, the product descriptions, that's the fin slapping in there. And I guess that's normal, but I kind of don't like the way that sounds, but that's okay. I really like the textured like matte finish on here. It gives it extra grip, and I don't know, like since I've never had Squid Industries product before, this is definitely my first one. If that's kind of like standard, if that's normal on these things. So if someone could let me know about that, I'd appreciate it. But it's really nice. It's definitely helpful. Big thing I want to talk about are the gills here. Now the gills, design-wise, make this thing look really sick. Now I don't really use them to put my thumb on. I have my thumb up here most of the time. I will say the nice thing is while I'm flipping and my thumb kind of slides down, definitely catches it. It goes in that first divot and definitely stops it from going any lower, which I find kind of nice. I don't like using it here, and I don't like flipping here because it kind of reminds me of like a really dull cheese grater. It just probably grate cheese with this. It doesn't feel great. I don't prefer it, so you know that's definitely my thoughts on this. I'm okay with it though. I think that the gills add that design look, make it look really cool, add some flash to it, and they stop me from sliding a little bit. So I'm okay with that. That's fine with me. So moving on to, I'm not saying that the handle couldn't be improved. It'd be nice if they had some kind of divot here. You could actually put your thumb in, because a lot of the balancing things I use now have that. So it'd be nice if that kind of was the standard to have something there, you know. But moving on, blade, I want to talk about. Looks really dope. Obviously, the whole piece looks really dope, especially with the gills flipping. If you pay attention to those, it gives it a bit more flair. With the blade, it's sturdy, but it feels also kind of flimsy, so I'm worried if I drop it hard on it or I smash it into the wall, that it is just going to die, and I definitely don't want that. So I'll let you know if I actually end up breaking that. But an important thing I want to talk about with the blade are the fins here, and more specifically the bottom fin. These fins are very pointy, so if you're not paying attention to what handle you have and you're trying to do something like a behind the 8-ball, you will pivot on there with your first finger and then on your thumb as you continue the rollovers, and it's going to mess you up. Well, it has a good chance to mess you up. I shouldn't say guaranteed, but it's going to pivot on. The whole balisong is going to pivot on that piece, and you're either going to end up like messing up or it's going to look really, really bad. So that's my thoughts on that. So it's a minor complaint, to be honest with you guys. So moving on. Balance, it's handle biased. I'm wondering if you take the screws out, if that makes it a bit more balanced and that's a bit more fun. Like I said, if you guys have used this before and you've taken the screws out or other Squid Industries products and you find that that's a better flipping experience, I'd be interested to hear that. At some point I'll probably get bored with this and take the screws out. So there's my dog, fearless that I won't drop this on his head, which is kind of silly because I just might, you know. Oh shoot. It's cold out here, so my hands are a little cold trying to flip for you guys and show this thing off in a cool way, you know? So if that kind of brings me to that, I will say thanks for the comment letting me know not to show play when it's closed. So here's the play when it's open. There's just not that much of it. No handle slap. I'm sorry that the Mako V3 has it, but if this develops it, I'll let you know. Hopefully it doesn't. I want to say that it did come really tight and then loosened up insanely fast, which I thought that was just kind of weird, you know. I don't know if I should just go ahead and re-Loctite it, if that would give me a more consistent experience. I'll probably have to try that at some point. So yeah, I think that's it for my thoughts. I do want to say that this thing's really sick, and I collect these bottle opener balisongs because they just give me a lot of multi-purpose, and I guess you could use this in the kitchen to grate cheese if you really wanted to. But I like to bust this out in front of friends when I'm having some beers and having a drink, because it's just kind of cool and I get a lot of good reactions when I might do some cool flips with it. I have to give this thing a 9.5 out of 10 for two reasons. Not the gills, of course. I really don't care about those. But because of the spiky fin that messes up my rolls when I'm not paying attention, makes me look worse than I am. And probably this noise here. I just don't like how this sounds and how loose it got. So that's my honest opinions. I think this thing is amazing though, like especially for the price. Paid $115 US for the inked. The non-inked is 100, and for that price, man, dude, this thing's awesome. It's really great. I'd even say it's better than the Cerberus V2, and dude, I love that thing. So take that for what you will. Cerberus is a great product. This is just slightly better. Probably on par with the BB Barfly V3, and definitely not as good as the Firefly, because that's in a whole different price range. So I'd hope it's better. But that's it, guys. If you have any questions or thoughts, just let me know. I appreciate the comments too, helping me make better content. So, all right, guys, peace.